Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the last topic, Visa? Some FAQs on Selenium, right?
Yes, sir.
Did we discuss Jenkins? Is Jenkins complete?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we did, sir, but you didn't upload that video.
Yesterday I did some recorded video. I uploaded it today. Check it once. And one more thing. Did I discuss it Git and GitHub to you?
No, sir.
Okay. Before FAQs, what is the last topic, Visa?
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Okay. So in today's class, we'll see something called Git and GitHub. To explain this, I need one Gmail account. Just a minute. I need one Gmail account to be created. Yeah, I need to create one Gmail account first of all to explain this Git and GitHub. creating that account. Now let us move on to this Git and GitHub. So what is the use of this Git and GitHub now? So basically, let us suppose that all of us are working in the same project environment. All of us are working in the same project environment. Now, one of you has to implement 5 scripts, other person has to implement 10 scripts. Like that, everybody has to implement some set of scripts here. Let us say we people around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people we are. Then how many projects we are going to create? Tell me. How many number of projects we are going to create? So around, let us say, I have to implement around 100 scripts which are distributed among them. And how many projects we are going to create for this? Have a guess, anybody? Tell me, how many projects we'll create?
Minimum 5 projects for 5 people.
See, when you are doing practice at your home, everybody is creating your own projects. Suppose if five projects are created, how all the things are combined as one project? So that it won't be like that. In real time, what happens? Only one project is going to be created. That project is going to be used by everybody. Only one project is created and that project is going to be used by everybody. That's what happens in real. We are not going to create multiple projects like that. So, how that project is going to be used by everybody? For that, we are going to use an environment called as Git and GitHub environment. We are going to make this work. Let's see how this Git and GitHub environment is going to be used. So GitHub is like a server and Git is like a client. So on the GitHub computer, you can do something like this. There is one main computer. I can call it as a server, where we have this GitHub. And to this, different other computers are connected. Where Git software is available. And here, tester 1 is going to work. Here, tester 2 is going to work. Here, tester 3 is going to work. All are connected to the GitHub. GitHub is a cloud-based environment where we create one repository to store our information. That data is going to be used by all the Git computers which are connected to this particular system. So how the work distribution is going to happen? First of all, the Scrum Master or test lead is going to create one Maven project on this particular Git computer. In the GitHub system, under a repository, one Maven project is stored by the Scrum Master or test. Now the Maven project is empty, no scripts is up. Now this tester one, what he is going to do is, he is going to do a task called pull. He will do a task called pull. Means all the data of the GitHub will come to the tester one computer. So the tester one computer now will have the Maven project. Now what this tester one is going to do, he will add test one, test two scripts he is going to add. He modified the Maven project by adding two scripts. And once it is done, now after the work is finished, he is going to push the data. What he will do is, he will do something called as pushing. He is going to perform. Push operation is going to perform. Now, whatever changes made by the first tester will be saved into the GitHub computer. Now, the GitHub computer will have the Maven project. So now this will have the Maven project. With scripts called test1, test2 implemented by the first test. Once this is over, now the tester 2 is going to pull the data first. Tester 2 is going to pull the data. Pulling was done by the after pulling, now the tester 2 computer will have the Maven project. With scripts like T1, T2 implemented by the first tester, and tester 2 is going to add T3 and T4 scripts. So these two scripts are added by the tester 2. And after the modification is completed, he is going to do another activity called push activity. Will be done by the tester 2. Push will be done by the tester 2. Now the Maven project will have two more scripts called as T3 and T4. Then tester 3 is going to do the pulling and pushing. Now tester 3 is going to perform an operation called pull. Pull operation will be done by the tester. And once it is completed, he is going to perform the push operation. So once he pulled the data, now this computer will have a Maven project. What this Maven project is going to have? T1 script and T2 script implemented by the first tester. T3 and T4 implemented by the second tester. and he is going to add T5, T6. And after the work is done, he is going to push that in. Now, the Maven project is going to have T5 and T6 implementing data. This is how the work distribution is going to happen in real time. Only one project is created. That project is going to be used by everybody who connected to that particular GitHub. So you don't create multiple projects. This is the way how work distribution is going to happen in real time. Understand? Any questions till now?
The tester 2 and tester 3 will be idle until pull and push operations of tester 1 will be completed?
At any time, you don't need to wait for tester 1 task. Everybody can work simultaneously. When you pull whatever the latest data you have on the GitHub, you will get, you will do your changes, you will push, and your changes are saved.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now let us see how to implement this. So first we should create one GitHub account, put some data over there, and we have to install the Git software on the client computers, means tester computers, and you can pull and push the data of the GitHub. So prior to that, already I have some GitHub account in my computer. So let me delete that, because you don't have this issue, but I will have this problem because I need to disconnect the already existing account. Already some GitHub account is there with me. Let me try to run. Oh. Now let us try to create GitHub account. Go to github.com. Already logged in with some other account. Let me sign out first of all. So this is the home page of GitHub. Now click on sign up. Enter your email. Enter the password. Continue. Now username. I don't want notifications. For security reasons, it is asking some fuzzy. Create account. And one verification will be sent to the registered email ID. Go to that. See. Yeah, by mistake I given the email ID wrong. DNKAPT. So let us do it. Sign up. Now let us check. Verification code is coming. 99295493. Inside it is asking some questionnaire, it is asking. Continue. There are two types of GitHub you will have. One is free version, other one is product version. So for our practice purpose, the free version is sufficient. When you go to the company, anyhow you will have the product version. Continue. Now this will create one GitHub account. Now GitHub account is created. In that GitHub, we have to create one repository. Means some location where we can store our data. We have to create one repository, means some location where we have to store our data. So I'm going to say create repository. Some name to the repository I'm going to provide REP. And I'm attaching one README file. I don't want to have empty one, some sample file I'm going to call read. I'm going to say create repository. And after creating the repository, your GitHub is ready. Now we have to create the Git account on the local computer. Means on the client computer, you have to create the Git account. Let's see how to create the Git account. How to install the Git software. So I'm trying to download the Git software, and I will try to install it and make my system ready with the Git software. Let's see how to do it. So go to git-scm.com. git-scm.com, and here you have download for Windows. An option is there. You have to select that option. And after selecting that option, you will get the Git software downloaded for you. An exe file you are going to get, which is something like this. Git version will be there, 64-bit. Just open that particular Git. So when you click on this, it will take you to another page. Under standalone installer, choose the second option, 64-bit Git for Windows setup. This one you have to click. Then the exe file will come to you, and store the exe file. And once it is done, open that file. Just follow the step. Just click next buttons. You nothing extra you are going to do. Then the Git software will be installed for us. I already installed, that's why I'm not showing to you how to install. Just open that one and just doing that. I don't do the complete because I already installed it. Next. Okay, next. And click on next to install. Then Git software will be installed. How you know whether the Git software is installed on your computer or not? Anywhere when you right click, like I'm opening my folder. Right click. You are having something called Git bash here, Git GUI here, two options. That means the Git software is installed in your computer system. Then only you are going to get this particular. That makes the user to ensure that Git software is installed in your computer. This will ensure that the Git software is installed in your computer system. Okay, let me create some new folder here. Calling it as Git test 16. Right now it is a normal folder. This is your computer, one tester computer, any one of your computer. And in that computer, you created one folder, a normal folder, and you have to make it as the Git folder. How you make it as the Git folder is, just right click on this, go to Git bash here. This will open the Git command prompt. There, first command what you will write is git init, initialize. Means right now this is a normal folder. You are making this as a Git folder. I'm going to press enter. Now this one has become the Git folder. Now what you have to do? You have to establish a connection to the Git server. For that you will say git the different commands. You know, git remote add origin address of your GitHub you are going to take. I'm writing a message. Git add remote origin master. This is the command what you are going to write. So I'm writing the command git remote add origin, and what is the address of your GitHub? Go to your GitHub repository, your code and address is there, copy this. Copy it. Now go back to your git bash, right click and say paste, end of double quotation, press enter. Now from the Git computer, you established a connection to GitHub system. First you initialized this git test 16 normal folder as git folder. Then you established a connection to the GitHub computer. Now you are ready to pull and push the data. First, what happens now? The Scrum Master or test lead will create a Maven project and keep the Maven project in the GitHub repository. Now, I'm simplifying this. Instead of entire Maven project, I just took one README file over there in my repository. Now, when you say git pull origin main, by default, some branch called main branch will be there. In that, all the files are available. When I say enter, then entire GitHub data will come to my Git computer. Right now in my GitHub, what I have, only one file called as README file is there, that is coming to me. From the GitHub, this file is coming to your local computer. In your case, in real time, what happens? An entire Maven project will come. Total Maven project will come to your computer. Now you open that Maven project in the Eclipse and you are going to add your scripts there. Right now, I'm not having a Maven project. Directly I'll add the data. A new test I'm going to add. Another test I'm adding. And one more test. So 3 scripts I added it. Now you added 3 scripts. Now you can push all the data or some part of the data. So which files or all files you want to move to the GitHub, you have to add them to an intermediate location, commit your changes, then push that. So how you would do that? You can able to, first of all, execute one command called as git init. This will show us some of the, not git init, git status. This will give us what is the current status compared to GitHub. In the GitHub, these 3 files are not there. These are 3 uncommitted files in the local computer we are having, which you have to save into the GitHub. It's up to you to save all or part. Right now, I already previously established a connection. That's why it won't ask me the connection properties. But for you, once you execute this one, like pushing, when you are doing the pushing or committing, then it will ask you the username password of yours. So git config / global user.email, your email address you have to give. Then only you can able to commit your changes. So first what I'm doing, do you want to add one file or you want to add all the files? You have to decide that. How you decide whether you want to add all the files or some of the files? It's up to you. If you want to add one file, use this command git add test1.txt. Or if you want to add all, git add -a means all files are going to be added to the intermediate location. Right now, for the time being, I want to add only test1. So any questions till now? What we did up to now is, I'm just refreshing. We created one GitHub account. Then we installed the Git software in the local computer. You opened the git bash here git command prompt. And first you created one empty folder. You made that folder as a Git folder. Then you established a connection to GitHub. And then you pulled the data. Then in the local computer, you did some changes. And you have to save those changes to the server, GitHub. So first you saw what are the uncommitted files we have. Now you are ready to add the files to the intermediate location by saying git add test1.txt. Only one file I am adding. Now git commit -m and a message also you can able to provide. Test1 is saving. When I execute this, it will be committed. But when you execute this for the first time, you get a message. There is no proper user identified. Please provide the user details. Then you have to execute this command. Git config / global user.email, email address of that you have to mention. Right now, I don't require because I already did a lot of times, so it won't ask me. See, one file is added and committed. Now you are ready to push this. Or that what you say, git push origin master. You are going to say a new branch called master branch is created. In that, this pushed information is going to be stored. It's ORI. Press enter. Now it is going to push the data. Use the browser. Then it is authorize the user. Yes, I am authorizing. Now see, pushing will be push. Go back to GitHub, refresh. See, under main you have this, under master you have the test1.txt. So from Git computer, test1.txt file is pushed into the GitHub. This is the way how pulling and pushing will be done. Understand?
Sir, Git and GitHub both are same or they different?
Definitely different, right? GitHub is on the server, Git is on the client. What you did, GitHub user account you created, registered, and you created repository and where actual data will be there. On your tester computer, Git software you are installing and pulling and pushing you are doing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Suppose if I want to add all the files, then this is the command what I am going to make use. Add -a. Git commit -a -m. Commit all the things. Committing all the files. Git push origin master. Pushing was done. Now go back to GitHub and refresh. See, test 1, test 2, test 3 all are uploaded successfully into your Git. This is the way how you are going to work with Git and Git. Any questions to anybody?
Sir, if we already created a project in our system, can we can we upload here?
This is the project what we have. This one you want to upload. Let's say I'm keeping that in my Git folder. Let us suppose that I'm keeping that in a Git folder. Where is my Git folder and Git test? Let me paste all my project files. Now go back, do the same. Git add -a, adding all. Git commit -a, committing all the files. Git push origin main command. Pushing was done. And now go back to GitHub and check out. Okay. Total project is uploaded. Got it?
Sir, is this repository only for testers, or is it used by developers also, sir?
But it can be. Git and GitHub will be used by everybody. Developers will use, testers will use, everybody will use.
Sir, what is the whole purpose of this thing, sir?
Hello.
Sasha.
To come to the starting point. For the work distribution in real-time environment, we use this GitHub. In real time, you don't create one project, other person will not create other project. Everybody will use the same project. So your project manager or scrum master will create a Maven project, put that in the GitHub. You, me, and other, everybody are going to pull it. Get a copy in your local computer. Open that project in Eclipse. Do your modifications. Then you will push that. Then your changes will be saved into GitHub. Others also will do the same. So work distribution will be done using this Git and GitHub.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Sir, after modification, how do we know they changed something like that?
Status.
Like status?
Yes. That will tell you what are all the changes between GitHub server and your computer.
Okay.
Is this the only software which, I mean, which will do this, or any other software in the market for this, sir?
Softwares also there like
Like this,
Source Safe,
sir?
Visual Source Safe, VSS, Visual Source Safe, we will call it. But
Okay.
mostly we use this one. Right. Any question?
Sir, I have another question, not this one. I'm practicing Cucumber. In that pom.xml file, I got error like system path. How can I do that one, sir?
Actually, create a new Maven project, and in Cucumber pom.xml you are getting the problem.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Maybe that,
Like
yeah, you got it.
one dependency in that in system path program files Java JDK you gave that one.
Yes.
So how can we give
Yeah.
like if
You
we
can,
do in our system?
you can while create a new Cucumber project and remove that file path and try to do that. While copying and pasting into your pom.xml without that dependency, try to. Still you have an issue, just put a copy to me, a screenshot to me in WhatsApp. I'll check and get.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir. I will do that like that.
So I need one more class to finish. That is API testing introduction only that to be. So we'll try to see it on Monday. Monday will be the last class.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you all.
Sir, what about SQL?
Well, I think we discussed it, right?
We discussed, but uh, can we do like how can we do in real time? Like,
As a tester,
yeah.
I'll explain it. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.